You already know what it is. It's Jordan Ramsay, your mom favorite member of the family, and your baby mom favorite catfish. We got another exclusive. And when I say exclusive, you already know it's really exclusive. You know what I'm saying? It's a RoCTheMic production. Shout out to the executive producer, Bengy Jones. It's for the streets. Now we got a man here that's really doing a thing. You know what I'm saying? We got BSF Tone in the building, and it's a blessing to have him here. It's a blessing through his busy schedule that he allowed us to do our thing here. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you for showing up. I appreciate for you for making it so that we could get super exclusive in this. You know?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I'm glad to be here, bro. Like, real shit, man. Like I said, it wasn't nothing, man. Benji made it happen. I'm here. You feel me? Like, straight off the, you know what I mean? Let me get up, go holler at the people, see what's going on, man. So salute to y'all for having me rock the mic.
No, salute to you. If anybody don't know or don't get it, spoiler alert. This nigga I signed to Benny the Butcher. Nigga up Hot 97 or whatever. You know what I mean? He up there getting, yo, I got a special surprise from y'all. That's what the nigga Benny the Butcher said. What the fuck? Benny don't even talk like that. This nigga here, he said, yo, all right, we gonna get into it. So more than anything, Benji made sure we could snatch another crazy artist up, snatch another motherfucker up here that really got some shit going on. So we're gonna tap into what you got going on. For me, the first thing I want to ask you, what's the BSF Tone and where you from? Let's start there before anything.
BSF Tone 066, North Philly, Hunting Park, Delheim Pike Street, Earth. You know what I mean? That's where I'm from. You know what I mean? I love my hood, love my city. The 066 on the edge of my name is basically I was in the feds. I did 12 in the feds. And you know when you're in the feds, they locate you by your, they know where you're from basically by your last three numbers. Like it's like 5 numbers a dash and then your last 3 numbers and shit. And for us, Philly niggas, 066 is our last 3 numbers. There was a bunch of niggas named Tone on the yard at the time.
Right.
You know, one person say, yo, Tone, every fucking Tone look up like this. So they start differentiating niggas through cities. Like, oh, there's Baltimore Tone, there's Jersey Tone, there's Philly Tone and shit. And so Philly Tone became my thing for a minute. And by the time I got with Butch, you know what I mean? Mind you, I'm in jail when I got signed. He was like, yo, what's your handle gonna be? I'm gonna figure that out when I come home. And I came home, I decided the only thing I'm gonna keep from the feds is my last 3. Not only do it represent my number, but for me it's a personal representation of the shit that I came up out of, because I was in the level 7 pen. And that's the worst. It's one of 2, I think, of the remaining pens in our region, and they shutting all of them down. So they putting all the worst of the worst in that one spot, and I had to do 12 with them.
And when did you get released?
I came home in May 24.
So you just came home?
Yeah, I'm a little fresh
Look
out.
At
a little
it,
fresh out, a little bit. But see, here's the wild part. I came home May 24, and Butch had me running. Like, you know what I mean? They wouldn't let me sign my contract in jail. Correct. So they sent me a copy of Butch, and them sent me a copy of my contract showing me what it's going to look like. I came home, signed that shit immediately, even though I was in the halfway house and wasn't supposed to. I did it anyway. And they show love, though. You know what I mean? And I was able to move around, get with Butch a few times and do what I needed to do. Election day came around. I was watching the election shit and all that. I fell asleep watching the shit. I woke up the next morning. They violated me and sent me back to the where I did the 12 at.
What, for signing?
No, for they never said really. They never really said. It was just like me and the director of the halfway house at the time wasn't seeing eye to eye because I was still busting my moves and shit, doing what I needed to do, but. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but I kept it decent.
I
kept it decent. Like, you know what I mean? I was doing everything I was supposed to do as far as in the community, shit like that, not being a threat. You know what I mean? Staying out the way, staying in trouble, making my curfews on time and shit like that. He just, I don't know. We had to talk a couple times about how he was liking what I was doing and shit like that, and was comparing me to rappers and all kinds of shit. And I don't know. Next thing I know, I'm getting violated. I see that nigga on my way out the joint. I'm like, what happened? I don't know what happened. Yeah, I know.
Set up.
Hating his blood. Yeah,
so,
line me up.
With that being the situation, that's kind of like the end of the story.
Yeah, that was the end of the story. Came back home.
For the weed smokers, for everybody, I'm going to rewind it.
Yeah.
So we're going to rewind to the beginning. I'm asking that because I'm like, so what is it as far as life growing up? How did music become a part of your life? And more than anything, I'm saying this for, like I said, the people with the short attention spans who click this. What kind of transitioned you from, you know what I mean, trouble, kind of, sort of, you know what I mean, getting involved to kind of, sort of getting, you know what I mean, emotion and just kind of, sort of taking what you got seriously?
I mean, I tried a couple times, like throughout like different periods of my life. You feel me? As a child, you know, my fourth grade teacher, I just said in the previous pod, you know what I mean, I wanted to be a rapper because he was a rapper. Put me in little situations to be able to try to, you know, sharpen my sword a little bit, become a better artist or whatever, become an actual writer. That's what he's trying to turn me into. So taking all them tools and everything like that throughout my life, I just like, you know, honed my skills, I guess you could say. Battling niggas in my hood, rapping, shit like that, go to jail, battling niggas undefeated on the yard, niggas from everywhere. I ain't just talking about just city niggas. Like,
everybody say they undefeated from the yard.
Yeah,
you undefeated from the yard?
I mean, you want to call Butch? I'm on FaceTime right now. He can confirm this.
Yeah, he said.
And this is from shit he heard from other niggas. He ain't heard it from me. Before he heard me, before I said a word to him on the phone, that nigga was like, "Yo, bro, you up there knocking niggas' heads off every week?" Like, right. I'm like, "No, just every time a bus come up here, that's what they said, nigga." So, I mean, the transition for me is just, I mean, it was just a matter of just saying, yeah, like, I'm a really sharpen my skills throughout the years, but having opportunities was like few and far between and shit. They so scarce, you know, street nigga, you outside, get locked up all the time, shit like that. When them opportunities did come a couple times, I fumbled. So for me, it was just like art. I met Duffel Bag Hottie, who's Butch's best friend. You feel me? They brothers, and he heard what was going on the yard, and he was on the block with me and approached me like, "Yo, bro, like, you know what I mean?" And the rest is history. So the transition for me was having all them skills and everything was easy, going from, you know, rapping in the streets and trapping and doing all that shit into, all right, I got a contract now, I got a deal. I'm gonna just do this and make that happen, you know what I mean? And if it don't work out, then at least I had the experience, you know what I mean? So that's my whole thing. That was a good transition. That's a great question.
You already know who it is. It's Jordan Ramsay, your mom favorite member of the family, your baby mom favorite catfish. You are tuned in live and direct with a RoCTheMic exclusive. Executive produced by my dog, not your dog, the Blu3Print Bengy Jones. I mean, this here is for the streets. You know what I'm saying? What up? What's growing up tone though? Growing up tone.
What's growing up tone?
Yeah.
What you mean?
As a before the yard. You see, he skipped over that, y'all. That was the first thing I said. What was it like growing up?
What was it like growing up?
He was smooth right over that, Joe.
It was cool for me. Being my childhood was easy. I'm gonna say it was easy in rough conditions. You know what I mean? You know, it's a typical story. You know what I mean? Only mine was a little bit backwards. My mother was absent, and my father was around, but he was outside. You know what I mean? My father was murdered when he was 22. You feel me? So, and I got a million women in my family. You feel me? So it really wasn't, you know, the older men were like already handling their kids, working with, you know what I mean? So they wasn't around to try to like take nephew and shit like that. Older cousins, they outside doing what they doing. Grandparents raised me. So my childhood was decent. You feel me? My grandparents, they did everything. I had everything that I could ask for, again, under rough conditions. But and I felt like I don't know if they felt like they was obligated to, because me and my siblings lost our father so young. Yeah. But at the same time, they made sure we got it.
Like it was something consistent.
It was something consistent. Yeah. Like we might not get it right when we want it, but we gonna get it. So I had a good childhood. It was a fair childhood for me. You feel me? I wouldn't say I had it real rough. You know what I mean? I chose my path though. So the path I took was just something that, you know what I mean, just that was on me. That
wasn't in their cards.
It wasn't in their cards, but it was it was definitely in my cards. I was laying the fuck out them cards.
Like, you know how that shit be? What they say, a hard head make a what?
Yeah, tell me about it, man. I heard that shit a billion times in my life, man.
So at what point did you realize music was more than just some shit that you could do? And when it became something that you wanted to take and
see that ashtray real quick, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like music, like when I decided to do that, it was just like I said, man. I just chose to basically take that shit serious just now. Like really, it just happened for me. Like, you know what I mean, my whole journey was like a bunch of disappointments every time it came to some music shit.
So was it poems first? Was it shit you was writing down? Thoughts,
it was
just,
was it on like I said, in 4th grade, I heard my teacher rap. And I said, I want to do that.
There go teachers. Look, Philadelphia teachers, hear ye, hear ye. This music stuff still generates.
I heard that
you know what I mean? Driving people.
Because he was an aspiring rapper. He had what we at the time we thought he had bars. It was bars. Like when I played the shit back in my head, I'm like, he had bars for that time.
Yeah.
But still though, it was like I was impressed. I'm like, this nigga moonlighting as a rapper and shit. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna go ahead and I want to do that, and that's what happened, man. That started everything. So it was just straight to rap. It wasn't nothing else. It was like, y'all want to do that. So now my homework is changing. My fucking my everything going on in the classroom is changing. Mind you, in elementary school, you spend most of your time in one class. So everything I'm doing, like even my math homework is changing and shit. Like he was building me into a little, you know what I mean, little workhorse, like to start writing and shit, speech writing and oratory classes and shit. Now I'm learning how to deliver my rap. I don't even know it. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people ask me a lot, like, what you got media training when I'm in these interviews and shit like that and all that, because the way I talk, you from Philly, you would talk like you got some sense sometimes. You feel me? You articulate yourself well or whatever the case may be. That's a testament to that man right there. You see what I'm saying? For shit like that he signed me up for when I was a young boy. So now here we are, all this time later. I mean, it was just always rap, but I write everything up.
He ain't snitching.
Nah.
What's the teacher's name though?
Oh, Mr. Warren.
Come on, dog. You gotta give a shout out to Mr. Warren, dog.
I shouted him out on the last pod. I was just on. Shout out to Mr. Warren, man. Mary McLeod at Thorne Elementary School, man. I'll never forget him, man. Changed my life.
So, how did you, as far as music-wise, not even the music, but as far as Benny, how did you link with him the first time? What was their situation like? What was it like? You know what I mean? What was the vibe? What was the vibes?
I was just sitting here trying to remember. All right, I came home. When I first came home, I went to the halfway house and shit. My mom gave me my phone and shit. I go in the halfway house and shit for the night. And she told me like, yo, he said he gonna hit your line and shit in a minute. Like as soon as I walked in the halfway house and I seen everybody I need to see, like the administration shit, put my bag down in my room. I went out in the day room to sit down and watch the finals was on. What was it at the time? Or no, the playoffs. Dallas was doing anything and shit. It was the year Dallas played in the finals and shit. And Butch FaceTime. He FaceTime me and shit. He was about to get on the jet. He was like, yo, bro, as soon as I get off this jet, I'm gonna call you. The nigga called me and was like, yo, bro, like your life about to change, it's about to get different. I'm gonna call you in the morning with this information for you, all this shit like that. So next day, I set up a cash app and all kinds of shit. Nigga had my cash app already. That shit started going off and shit. I ain't know what I never had a cash app before at the time. I'm like, oh shit, this is kind of chunky, and this phone got a little heavier. You know what I mean? And shit started going crazy. So the first time we actually met in person, Stabbed and Shot, the joint album we got with 38 Special was they was doing part 2. They was doing a press tour in New York, and he called me on a Friday and was like, yo, what you doing tomorrow? I ain't doing shit. He was like, yo, can you make it to Harlem tomorrow? I'm like, oh, what was it? Brooklyn. He was like, can you make it to Brooklyn tomorrow? Hell yeah. Shot down there. And I missed them in Brooklyn. They was over in Manhattan. I had to run over there, catch them there. And the vibe was crazy, man. The nigga was happy as shit, man. That's one of the most genuine dudes, like humble that I know, who's like at the level that he's at right now, man. This nigga's like a regular nigga. I fuck with him hard, man. Like he kept it all the way decent. Bro, we about to do this, we about to do that. We go, and then we shot straight over to see Loaded Lux and Murder Mook for a podcast over there with them and shit. And he had them up in arms. When I got there, they like, yo, you not leaving here without rapping type shit. So,
yeah,
I mean, because of them, he like making sure. So
is that kind of sort of when you became part of the BSF, was it another moment that you could think in your head where it kind of went from, you know what I mean,
the most official. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
When it went from him being Benny the Butcher to being this.
I mean, right now, to me, he's just becoming Benny the Butcher to me. Like in that sense, like, you know what I'm saying? Because when I was in jail, like I said, my man Duffel, I was 2 years to the door when I met my man Duffel Bag, who's Benny's man's, and he put me on the phone with Butch. So the whole 2 years passed with me having conversations with him, like real conversations. And I know, you know what I mean, he put me on. Like here and there we talk some rap shit, but for the most part we was telling each other stories and shit. You feel me? Like, so he was like just Benny. Like, you see what I'm saying? Now when I had to see him in a light and in his element and shit, and in the element that I'm a part of now and shit like that. You know what I mean? I would say that the moment that I've actually said, all right, I'm BSF Tone, like, you know what I mean, was I would say the Money and Power tour that we opened up at Brooklyn Bowl in the city. here in the city. So like my first fucking tour, my opening show was in the city. And I got family and shit like that in the crowd and
you
sandbox motherfuckers. Like it was just so he made it easy because he made sure, like, you know what I mean? And he let me have it. Like he was like, look, bro, you go out there, do your set, crush your set, but don't go far. So I was like, you know what I mean? All right, bet. Say less. So
that's hard for a Philly nigga.
Yeah. Oh, I'll go right up on stage. I'm backstage, his set like this, chopping it up. Then I just heard my name and shit, but I heard it, but I didn't hear it. Like, you know, I hear my name. I'm like, all right. I keep talking. Someone like, yo, nigga, you go. I'm like, oh shit, pop out. That nigga just was like, he just threw me the ball. You know what I'm gonna do with that shit. You know what I mean? Every time, I don't fucking miss. So, you know what I mean? For me, that's when I felt like that was the first moment where I actually became like that was like, yeah, that was my moment, my breakout BSF moment. You know what I mean?
What it feel like?
It felt crazy. It felt crazy, bro. Because of the crowd. Like the crowd did it though too. Like
because people there to be there for music
and they had the reactions. Yeah, like it's genuine people who like they don't go to shit to hate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's niggas who will go to a big ass show just to go on the gram. They don't want to be like, yeah, I don't like this shit. I ain't like it. All this shit. You see what I'm saying? But these people was out there in droves, really fucking with it. Like, you see what I'm saying? Fucking with everything. I had them on every word. So to have the city fucking with me like that, that was crazy for me. That was the biggest moment of my my whole situation so far.
So speaking of different things that's kind of monumental, what was kind of the biggest lesson that you really learned from Benny so far since you've been kind of rocking with him, like as far as everything that you just gained up into this point?
It's not one thing. It's like it's never just one thing with that nigga. Like,
you gotta pick one though.
If I had,
you gotta pick one though. I got more questions.
No, I'm just saying it's like in a nutshell. Like if I could say if I had to sum up everything he said in everything he teaches me in one word, I would say like it's situational awareness. Like, I mean, it's 2 words, but situational awareness.
Duh,
and the reason why I say that is this, like you gotta know what's going on around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and put yourself in a situation to win. Like, you gotta recognize certain shit before anybody else do. Like, you gotta predetermine everything, and you gotta see that shit through. Like, you gotta carry it like that. And if it hurt the person, if it's somebody you love on the way, if it's your fucking family, if it's your girl, if it's your brother, whoever it hurts, anything that's detrimental to the brand that's going to take you away from your goal, your ultimate goal, man, you got to be aware of that. Like, you got to know what the fuck it is and eliminate that problem, man. You can't have no feelings about it. Yeah, you know I mean, it's like he says, everybody can go. Yeah, you know I mean, it's situational awareness. That's all. Just and know what's going on with the people that you do have around you. You see what I'm saying? Like, BSF is Black Soprano Family, and that family word is like, and people who use that shit loosely, like, you know what I mean? But it's a real live thing. Like, I talk to niggas every day. You know what I mean? Niggas check on niggas and all that. Niggas is reposting niggas. It's a real live situation.
It's a community.
And it's a brotherhood. Like, you know what I mean? And it's a lot of people, and he'll tell you too, it's a lot of people that's BSF affiliated that you know what I mean, that come around and they show more love than a little bit. It's like a community. It's really a community of people. You feel me? But it's a brotherhood too, man. They keep it decent with me. Every time I go anywhere, they always around for me. They make sure that I'm right. Benny keep me decent with everything that I got going on. So it's situational awareness, man.
So speaking of situational awareness, if somebody was to come in through right now after we cut this shit off, and they don't know you, how would you describe their sound without being able to put the music on? The computer broke.
The computer broke.
Oh, the computers are broke.
And they want to know who I am?
Yeah. How would you be able to describe that BSF sound as far as BSF tone?
I mean, shit. It's just...
Because we going to hear.
Y'all, you gonna
don't lie to us.
You going to hear.
It's like, I got you.
No, but I would say that, I would just say it's extremely relatable, especially coming from where we all come from. Mm-hmm. It don't make no, like, it don't matter where you're from. You know what I'm saying? What part of, like, any trench you from, even if you ain't from a trench and you watched it from afar and you know people or you just got a problem with it. You see what I'm saying? You would understand the aggression behind it. So the sound, they would just say, I would say the sound is just, my personal sound is like aggressive, I would say it's like aggressive gems, man. Like you just gonna get a bunch of aggressive ass gems. You're gonna get them gems, but you're gonna get them aggressive. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not. It's gritty. It's not gonna be pretty. It's nothing pretty about the way I rap. It's not for everybody. You know what I mean? But one thing for sure is Philly, through and through. They gonna love it. It sounds. I've been told it sounds like a modern mid 2000s type. You know what I mean? DVD era type, you know what I mean, mixed in with other shit. Like, you know, I tries to do that on the boom bap shit a little bit too. I likes to pound on them type beats like that, you know what I mean? So you're gonna get that, you're gonna get Philly like a motherfucker on these joints, but you're gonna like it too. You definitely gonna like it. You're gonna like it. You're gonna be a fan. Yo, what's up? This BSF Tone 066 Black Soprano Family Records, man. Make sure y'all know Blocks of Robbers coming out soon. My motherfucking people over here at RoCTheMic got me. They got me in the building, man. Shout out to my man Benji.
And I got what it takes to rock the mic, right? Yeah.
What separate? I think you answered it a little bit, but you're gonna have to answer it for yourself. What separate? Where you signed to your camp, BSF? Where do you feel like that separates from other situations that could have been had? Because I'm pretty sure between anybody might have hit you up and said, yo, I got this. They trying to do this. I can do this.
There's a couple different situations I could have had. But like I said, sometimes it was those situations, you know what I mean, being bullshit. Sometimes it was me fumbling the ball, but it was a couple situations. What separates this shit right here is it happened. That's it. That's what separates it. It happened. Niggas didn't hesitate. Like, this nigga got on the phone, duffel bag.
That shit sounds like it happened ASAP.
Yeah, it did. Because like I said, and what's funny is I just said it in another interview. Butch ain't asked me to rap. He ain't say, yo, you know what I mean? Duff ain't say, yo, this is my man Tone, I just met him, you need to sign him. You know what I mean? Here, listen to him. Like, I ain't rap. I got on the phone, that nigga said, yo, you want in? I said, yeah. He said, yo, this nigga told me, like, all kinds of shit. Like, he's never called my phone and said, sign this nigga now for somebody else to do. So, yeah, that's how that happened. He pulled the trigger. Everybody else just was like, hold up. I mean, yeah, I mean, they tried to, I guess they wanted to like try to throw me to the wolves first. It was a couple times like a showcase or some shit like that. They want me to go out there and move people.
Yeah, get that shit started.
And this nigga was just like, come on. That was it. He pulled the trigger, so that's the difference.
No, that's good. You probably like that shit anyway. Shit was probably like that fun ass opportunity.
Like, yeah, I mean,
people like that guppies. You know what time it is?
Yeah, in jail, that shit was like instant. Like, I was already like on my way out in a spot where the only nigga that was there longer than me was some other nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's a spot where niggas was just running in and out that joint, get fucked up, their paperwork ain't right, whatever the case may be. Not standing on what they supposed to be standing on in that environment. So basically, me being there that long, having that type of time in and shit like that, was a lot of niggas who already fucked with me. I was chilling, but once I got that, it was like, oh, all right. Niggas was like, I was insulated like a motherfucker. Niggas was like, oh no, we getting you out there for you to be able to do this shit. Like, they want to see that shit.
So you had that real support.
So I had that like real support in jail. Like I already had it because I had the yard. I was already chopping niggas' heads off for 10 years straight up there. So by the time I got the deal, you know what I mean, with 2 years to the door, it was like, all right, bet. You know what I mean? Niggas was like, no, we ain't letting you get no trouble. You ain't doing nothing, bro. Like, fall back, bro. Like, we getting you to the door. We getting you out there to work. So
they said they getting you out there to work.
Yeah.
And then somehow you get there with Blessed Poet and start getting to the streets being cold. Was it cold outside in the streets? What was it? Because I want to know now what the situation behind the latest little record was. Was it cold when you made it? Was it like?
It was cold when we created that track. But I mean, it was around the time the Eagles just lost in the playoffs. AJ dropped the ball on purpose, so you know the streets was cold.
The streets was cold.
And Nick Fury, multi-platinum producer down in Atlanta. Shout out to Nick Fury Beats. He hit me up and said, well, I seen a reel of his, and he was making a beat, or it was a beat playing and shit. And I just liked it and shit. And he hit me up like, yo, what's up? I heard some of your music and shit. What's up? I got some beats for you. My work. I'm like, I got a couple multi-platinum niggas hitting me up already that I worked with, but I already heard it. It felt comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I was like, hell yeah, send me some shit. So he sent me a pack, and that was the first beat I played, 4DaStreetz. It's the very first beat, and I felt the whole vibe, the cinematic vibe of the whole shit. The way
So shout out to the beat makers.
You know what I mean?
With
Shout out to
y'all
the beat
naming
makers
y'all
for real,
name,
man.
whatever you
Real
name the
shit.
beat, the nigga might actually just
Yeah,
make
he
a
called
song
that.
based off the name.
He named that beat 4DaStreetz, and it resonated with me. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like that type of beat needed, you know what I mean, like a real good story. So I was in the studio, blessed, just so happened to be there, and I played the beat for him. And I played the beat for the room. There was a bunch of us there, but he was like, "Yo, what the fuck is that?" We was at the studio out there in North Philly and shit, and Bless was there. Like I said, everybody just vibing and shit. I played the beat. Bless turned around like, "Yo, what the fuck is that?" I told him what it is, and I'm like, "You like that?" He's like, "Yeah." I said, "Let me hear something." He started going, and I was like, "Well, yeah, you need to get on this joint right here," because he caught the vibe of the beat. So that's how we ended up making that shit.
So what was the what you feel like was the message though?
My message in that beat was, on that song, on that track, was basically, like I said, the record was real cinematic. Like, to me, I caught like a movie vibe where I felt like I needed to tell a story. So my message was just like simple. Like, I'm telling a story, but it's one of those ones you hear all the time where it's like an old head, basically. You know what I mean? He had his run. You know what I mean? He back home, had his run. A lot of people would think that it's about me. It's not, but it's just a story, like a common story. Where Oya had his run, come home, and the YN's got it, man. You feel me? So basically, he wants to get his spot back, and the YNs ain't having it out here right now. So basically, the message is just simple, man. Like, at the end of my verse, I'm saying, young buck, no, old head, laid dead, no head. Young boy, jail cell, gray head, 2 birds, 1 stone. Like, the message is clear as shit. Like, deader in jail in these cold streets. Like, no matter which, which age demographic you on, that's what's going on if you out here like that in today's, society. So my message is clear. Just, stay out the way of become a statistic. Not everybody gets out this shit, man. I got locked the fuck up. Like, So.
I had to get sit down.
I had to get parked up for a minute to get out of that.
Bit of a blessing,
Hell yeah. It's always blessings and lessons, man. It's a blessing in every lesson I learned. Trust me.
So right now I'm about to go left field.
What's up?
We about to talk about being under the Griselda umbrella. One artist who's definitely like family around here is SK the King.
Shout out to SK.
Conway artist from Baltimore.
That's my cousin.
He was on the 4DaStreetz mic drop.
Mm-hmm.
You collaborated with SK?
Not yet.
Why?
I'm gonna tell you why.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's timing. It ain't timing like
synchronizing.
It's just out. Like, I want to work with a nigga like that in the studio. You feel me? Like, and for real. Like, especially when it's like I said, that's Cuzzo. That's anybody under the Griselda umbrella, from drum work, BS, and they family. So that's my cousin. So it's like, yo, bro, we need to work. He said that from the gun bus. I met him in person in Jersey. I was opening up for Fuego Bass out there at some joint in Jersey, and he popped out. He was like, yo, cuz, we need to work. And we just ain't get together yet. We just ain't get in the booth yet. It's gonna happen though. We talk about it all the time. I was just watching some of this shit on the
ground. Sync up. Sometimes
we just gotta sync up. It's gonna happen though. It's gonna definitely happen.
That's how it was with me and Benji.
And I'm going out to Baltimore soon, so I'll catch him out there.
Yeah. Listen, shout out to SK. Yeah. You heard what he just said.
Shout out to SK, man. SK
y'all
King
ain't linked up yet. He already said he trying to figure it out.
Shout out to the drummers, man. Those my peoples. Yeah, for real.
Bro, you got a lot of shit going on. So why you what does it mean for the Griselda Empire with everything all y'all just mentioned? So as far as drum work, as far as SK, as far as you, as far as like what's really going on with, like you just said, like what does that mean? What does that feel like? What does it mean to represent for anybody that don't understand what language I'm speaking?
Yeah, like the Griselda Blu3Print is a bad motherfucker. I know that much. I heard Butch talk about it. I heard Westside talk about it, and I actually talked to Conway about it. When I only spoke to Conway like a few times and shit, but I talked to him on the phone in jail, and he was telling me like, "Yo, when you get home, ... That used to put me on." So for me, it's like, it feel like it feel like work for real, because it's a good joint to be signed to a label that gives you so much freedom. You feel me? That's why I got so much shit going on. And that's one thing that Butch told me when I was locked up. He was like, yo, bro, always have something on. So if anybody watches, any artist watches, always try to have something going on. No matter if you sign, unsigned, stay in the algorithm, keep working. Like he said, I'm trying to do as much as I possibly can to keep that to, like, every day my followers is bumping up and shit. You know what I mean? And I'm vetting you motherfuckers too. I'm letting y'all know, man, because there's a couple weirdos who popped up in my shit.
Yeah, they gonna do that,
too,
bro.
man.
Welcome to that.
Yeah.
They gonna say
weird females with phone calls and stuff. I don't know how I gotta turn that shit off. And niggas call me on the gram. Stop calling me on the gram trying to rap for me, man. I don't do that like 3 o'clock in the morning and shit.
They gonna do that.
That shit crazy.
The bigger you get, the more people gonna start rapping.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the look. You know what I mean? But don't do that, man. That's crazy.
We said go ahead and send it to management.
Yeah,
he said send it to his
send it to management. About she'll take care of it. No, but the blueprint is simple. I like how they put me in a position to be able to do what I want to do.
Right.
And get the traction that I need. I feel like I need, and then know that I could drop a song or drop a single, you know, and be able to have, like, you know what I mean, the freedom to flex a little bit, make some coins, and then make this thing even a bigger situation for what's about to happen, because the BSF compilation is coming, and then my album's coming behind that too. So it's like it's a good joint. It's like a good wave of momentum for me to be able to surf on right now, and I'm having a good time doing it. So I believe in the plan, and it's a good joint. I'm fucking with it.
Yes.
Fucking with it.
Sound like
feel
a good joint. So Bengy calling me. And being
shout out to Bengy.
Yeah. What's the connection to RoCTheMic? Because
to be honest with you, bro, like, it just happened like this. I just was like, I'm a late night scroller. Like, I'll pop up and just start scrolling and shit. You know what I mean? So I scroll and something, I forget what it was, man, but something pop up. And that's crazy, because that's how I make a lot of connections, and that's how I made a lot of friends in the industry so far. To believe it or not, like, you know what I mean? Only because I'm in a position I'm in, of course. I don't believe I could just, you know, any regular nigga just pop up in a situation. But at the same time, I mean, I was scrolling and I seen some shit from RoCTheMic, and I was just like, oh, I gotta tap in with them, like, see what's going on. Anything in the city, anything in or around the city, I'm definitely supporting. Like, if I can, because I want motherfuckers to support me. So I'm backing they play. You know what I mean? And my mother, you know what I mean, who's also like one of my ears and eyes and shit, you know what I mean, who's in the management bubble, you know what I mean. She's part of the brain trust, I would say, of my situation while I'm running around. She's basically making connections as well, and she locked in. That's how that happened. Like, so it's like a building. We're building something right now, you feel me? It's like, I mean, not a fill out process for me, because it's home. Like, I don't feel like I need to fill out anything here. You feel me? It's just a matter of getting with the right people, and you know what I mean, just liking what I seen, and just took it upon myself to make it happen. So here we are. You know what I mean, that's it.
That's a good joint, right?
Real nigga shit. Like, that's it. Like, you know what I mean? It's like I popped up I popped up solo. It's in the city. You know what I mean? My people around the corner, but I ain't. You know what I mean? I said, yo, I'm good. Y'all go ahead, chill.
What's the biggest? Listen, first of all, I will say this: everybody is cool in here. Y'all good. It's gotta be quiet and keep your phones quiet. That's it. We good. Y'all good. But that's it. Because we gonna get super mad if any noise is going on. Real quick before we get out of here, you know, what's the biggest obstacle you feel like so far you had to overcome? Not even on some music shit or not on some music shit, just point blank as a man. Are you a parent?
I'm a parent, definitely.
As a black parent, you know what I mean?
Girl dad too. You know what I mean? Shit. For me, I mean, I'm gonna say this. Can I look in the camera and just say something just to the people? I'm gonna get into your question, but I gotta say this too, man. Shout out to the fathers out there, man. Shout y'all out, man. Real shit. Father's Day coming up. You know what I mean? Gotta say that, because we don't really get all the recognition I feel like we deserve, whether if we're active, present. We don't, like, we're still the enemy sometimes, like, at a high clip. So shout out to all the fathers, man. But hold on, I had to say that. Damn, what was the question again? I felt like it was something you need to say. One more time. What was the question?
clearly one of the biggest obstacles might have been being a parent.
No,
like,
what was the biggest? What was the biggest obstacle?
Like,
That's definitely the biggest
that's
obstacle.
a big ass obstacle, dog. Like that's
See
the
that?
only way you can
See
succeed.
that?
You gotta
No
take care of your
bullshit.
seed.
Gotta take care of your seed. No, but the biggest obstacle, just overall is just what life, what the biggest obstacle, and just period.
That you feel like you had to overcome. Like,
It was myself, bro. Like, for a minute, I was a self-sabotage nigga. You know what I mean? Like I said, I fumbled a lot of good situations, but I also, you know what I mean, I also was aware too. Like I said, I had that situational awareness a little bit. You know what I mean? So I always try to step it up every time I took a hard lesson. So it was, you know what I mean? But I would always get up and try again on some nut shit. You know what I mean? So I was persistent, but that persistence was just being used in the wrong way. Because I was, all right, I got locked up this time. I got caught. I'm gonna try to do this better. Like, you know what I mean? No, that's not how I did it. So my own.
but even that gotta be different.
That was difficult, bro. So it was even with that. So I had to overcome myself, man, and stop self-sabotaging and putting myself in positions to lose, man. Lose time on my life, lose time on my family's lives. Like I said, I'm a girl dad. My daughters, they drive this shit. You feel me? You know what I mean? I work for them. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm signed to BSF, but this they shit. You know what I mean? So my whole thing is I gotta take care of home and stop being that nigga. Stop being a self-sabotager. So that was my biggest obstacle. So it felt good that I got over it.
No, that's a good job. But at the same time, you just said it. You feel like that's kind of the legacy too.
Yes, it is.
I was about to ask you about your legacy after that.
Yeah, because I get that a lot with my folks. Yeah, I get that with my folks. They like, yo, like the complete turnaround. You feel me? Is crazy because I get that like, yo, you got signed in jail, you home now. Look at it, like you out South by Southwest. I'm out. You know what I mean? You doing this? I'm doing the shit like that.
It's Jordan Ramsay, your mom favorite member of the family, your baby mom favorite catfish. We just finished another RoCTheMic production. This is 4DaStreetz exclusive. That means every day, every interview, we doing something exclusive. We might be here in the studio, we might be out in the streets, and more than anything, this is not just for artists. This is for somebody that's making waves. You doing your thing. You doing it in an exclusive way, and you've been for the streets. You know what I'm saying? You've been there for the people. You've been part of the people, and now you're trying to find a way to help the people, and you elevate your mind. So come on our John, whatever it is that you do. The executive producer of this, like many amazing shows that have been popping up in Philly, is the Blu3Print Bengy Jones. If you don't know, search it up. That's all. Google AI. You know what I mean? You'll be all right. Tap in with us. Come fuck with us. We out.
And I got what it takes to rock the mic right, yeah.
You see, bro, just overcoming shit, man. Being a nigga that everybody could like be like, yo, bro, you did that shit in jail. You came home, you really doing it. You out at South by Southwest, you fucking them up right now. You got music out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I breeze through and niggas is like real proud, like, yo, they happy as shit to see this. So that would be my thing, being able to turn the tables and make something of myself out of, especially with people that know my background, that really know me. That's just scary. Yeah, no, that's just scary.
One life. Watch this. Most niggas get dropped in jail. Most niggas get dropped off.
Oh yeah, they ain't make it.
They're not making no more.
They're not making it. Man, it's not even just that they get dropped off.
What do it feel like being somebody that have a situation like more than anything, like you said, like this ain't the county jail. We not in the drunk tank and tomorrow you going home. Like, what do it feel like to be somebody that really like every single day, like it's people around you that don't got no hope. Like they in this joint for real. To be a person with your mental situation where it's just like, dog, like I gotta keep it cool. I gotta make sure I'm cool. I gotta make sure none of this bullshit that's around me taint what the fuck I got going on. Like I'm not gonna let nothing trick me out my situation.
Yeah, that's
because you know how that go.
I know how that go. Yeah, and it's niggas that will do it. I've had it happen since I've been home where niggas have tried to trick me out out my situation. Like, and it's crazy because it ain't the people who you would think. It be the people that's like right next to you, your real inner circle. Like it's crazy. Like, so it happens like that. So I mean, I was locked up with niggas who, shout out my man Eric Andrews, man. I can say his real name because we fighting to get him out of jail right now. So that's the name that need to be said. Shout out to Eric Andrews, man. My nigga got 300 years. He got locked up when he was 19 years old. He 41 now. This nigga right here got locked up for a crime, a victim. I mean, I'm gonna say this: some robberies where nobody was hurt. Another white man got locked up for them same kind of robberies when nobody was hurt. Only wait, he ended up hurting somebody. He shot somebody. Boom. They got damn near the same amount of time, right? White man put in for a pill all this time later. Around 2020, they let the white man out. My man go in for his joint. They denied him. So I was locked up with niggas who was like facing real shit. So think about it. How many niggas you know will have like be fighting for their life to get out of that shit and then get some type of news like that and just go get their knife. First nigga say something wrong to them. Yeah, you could probably never walk out that joint. You know what I mean? So I was in a real live situation. Niggas need to like know like ain't shit cute, especially these young boys, ain't shit cute, cool. You know what I mean? Gangsta about being locked the fuck up, man. Like lockdowns for fucking months and shit because a CO got his eyeball stabbed the fuck out. Like, you know what I mean? Because niggas is tired of niggas. You see what I'm saying? Like the jail eyes that they killed the old CO nigga, put the knife in his shit, stepped on it, all kinds of wild shit. The shit is, and you can look it up. You know what I mean? USP Cannon. Look it up. Like that shit ain't cute. Shit ain't cool. So, you know what I mean? I would say this, man, to everybody out there, man, young, old, male, female, man, live your life, man, but be careful, man. Because when people like they want us anyway. They want all us anyway, man. They picking up cases that they shouldn't be picking up. It's a bunch of niggas in the feds ain't supposed to be there, man.
Yeah,
so
stay
out of trouble, man. Shit getting crazy.
Yes, sir. So
shit.
if it's anybody from the fan group, and I'm not saying fan like in a bad way, I'm just saying people that's family. You know what I mean? You got family. You feel me?
Yeah, real shit though.
For the people that's your family, like from the BSF, even from the RoCTheMic Network. You know what I mean? If it's anything you gotta say to them before we get the fuck up out of here.
Real shit.
Hell getting low.
Yeah, I done put
Niggas
I spoke to
roll
Rich
like
Clips. That's
dice.
a big part of the blunt.
You know what I mean?
Nah, man, I just want to tell everybody, man, especially RoCTheMic, good looking, man. Y'all show love with this interview, man. I'll fuck with y'all real shit anytime, especially when I'm ready to drop the album. I'm gonna come back through it. So we gonna do that. And when my fellas hit the city, my brothers hit the city and shit like that, I'm gonna try to see if we can make something happen, man. We get y'all to pop out the song.
Wherever you, that's what I'm saying. That's all it is.
I got some shit going on soon.
We
trying to figure out a location right now for a space to be able to go ahead and throw the album release party. I'm gonna have two of them, one in New York and one out here. Of course, I gotta have one home. I'm gonna have one home first though. So we're gonna make it happen. And of course, RoCTheMic can come through. So shout out to RoCTheMic, y'all come through. BSF, Black Soprano Family Records. I love my family. Shout out to my family. Y'all know what it is. You know what I mean? My kids, I ain't gotta say nothing to them. They gonna watch this. They know what it is. I don't even talk about it. Everybody know what it is.
Thank you, BSF, for allowing him to come here and not being like, you can't be up in the.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, up and comers, man. We support the up and comers too, man. I'm up and coming shit. Why not? We're gonna get to it. Feel me? Why not?
Appreciate y'all. Like I said, Jordan Ramsay, my favorite member of the family, baby, my favorite catfish. Make sure you go follow him on all platforms at BSF Tone. Then you go on put
066 BSF Tone 066 on all platforms, straight across the joint.
You already know my shit. Appreciate you, dog. We out.
And I got what it takes to rock the mic right, yeah.